Hello everybody, I'm going to say this again, and I don't want anti-vaxxers anymore. I've been very clear about that. It's crazy unhinged now. My last video, which has nothing to do with the topic, and I get a crazy anti-vaxxer. 30 messages. I deleted it all, blocked them. My messenger filled up, videos, testimonials from doctors, all kinds of absolute bullshit. And I'm tired of it. It's this Christmas I have to spend wiping my Facebook down. Thousands gotta go. Followers is a tough one. They have to comment for me to catch them. I gotta get at that negative comment. That's why I poke the bear, because I want them gone. I do. I want them gone. I'm rebuilding my social media. I'm not going to delete my monumental works. It's sad what I see in Alberta with Paul Hinman and his joining of anti-vaxxers with his less than legal version of independence, all propagated, all to collect money, going to split the UCP vote in Fort McMurray against Brian Jean, of all people. Don't know why you'd do it. I don't think the vote will go quite as good in his favor. He'll catch that percentage of anti-vaxxers, but reality destroyed independence with that, that's for sure. Made a mockery of it, but the platform he runs on with his version of a independent Alberta in Confederation, which is no real independence at all, is a joke. It's disheartening. It's sad to see, but I presented the legal path to independence. That was done. That platform was presented. It's sad to see where it's all gone for Alberta, but nonetheless, I'm going to fix Canada anyway. And to do that, I have to get rid of these unhinged anti-vaxxers. They're just on a lunatic mission. The reality is, my Christmas gift to all First Peoples and Canadians, I am going to get the booster, and then, coming from the United States of America, a definitive lab test on my body's antibodies produced, and it will be immediately within that 2-week period of the last booster. We're going to find out if 43-year-old Dave Bjorkman's antibody count can withstand COVID-19. I have a good feeling it will. I hardly ever get the flu. It takes heavy hours in a Fort McMurray super camp setting in the dead of winter with thousands of people from all over the world to get this guy sick. And usually I'm one of the last men to get it, and I always go home with it at the end of the job. And it's very rare I get sick. Very rare. So we'll see. We'll see. I just want to know. And then I'm going to share that CCR upgraded expensive test, lab approved, certified from the United States of America. I will publish that live for everybody as it really is. That will be my Christmas gift. Belated, I guess, because it'll be after the holidays. I'm going to go that route. And then on from there, regardless, my plan is to go to Russia, take the Sputnik vaccines, which are a different type of vaccine. It's the old style vaccine. The Sputnik Light, I'm going to make a deal with the Russian Federation and their billionaire pharmaceutical, and we're going to see. We're going to see. I'm not afraid of COVID-19 in my health and in my life. I've never had pneumonia. I've never had any of those serious ailments. I just want to know. And I want to share that with Canadians and First Peoples. I believe the vaccine likely does work to a measure, as stated. I think year after year, variants are going to come, like all viruses, and like this lab in Toronto that claims to have neutralized COVID-19 in a treatment. I believe that's probably true too, and they'll get there just like AIDS and other stuff. But remember, people, there's no cure for any virus. They can limit them, they can weaken them, they can isolate them from procreating in the body. That's as good as it gets. And for all those anti-vaxxers trying to claim numbers, I keep up with it on a daily basis. I get the real clinical trials completed. Upset academic experts or clinical specialists in the field who didn't get chosen, are in a minority group, or their test out of 60 other thousand applications didn't make the grade. Sorry for your loss. I didn't win. You know how many papers I've written? Never won any of them. Never won any of them. That's life. That's life. That's okay. You don't cry like a baby. You continue on, you get up, and you do it again and again. You don't go running amok like a bald baby. I'm the smartest. Why won't they choose me? Hey, them's the breaks. I'm just happy monumental countries like it, where I need it to go, those people receive it, and those people appreciate it. And a lot of academics appreciate it. It's food for thought. I don't need medals. I don't need to be named the smartest man in the world or the greatest expert ever, because there's so many more better than me. That's the truth. I'm just happy to be out there, happy to be taken seriously, and happy to have a voice in that world. You win some, you lose some, and unfortunately, for a lot of professionals, you're in a small minority. Doesn't make you a bad person, whatever. It's just, sorry, you don't have the clinical trials, human trials, to support your claims. And those institutions that do this for a living, signed, sealed, certified, do. They do. And every time people make claims, I pull the current human trials, clinical, real trials, chosen trials that dispel what those you're sharing claim. Sorry, there ain't no major kids 5 to 11 years old dying of COVID-19. And in fact, in the United States of America, currently with the CDC, America's ahead of everybody on this stuff. They don't have the highest numbers, but they're ahead on all the studies. And I can tell you right now, 5 to 11 years olds, 12 million vaccinations, and you have only a handful of myocarditis. And it was curable, treatable, no permanent damage, nothing really serious. Definitely no child has died yet. Sorry, that's the truth. That's the truth. And at those numbers, that's a huge, huge clinical trial. Tina's grandson got the vax. I took him in the other day. Lineups like crazy. We were there for hours past the day and time, or the time of day that we were supposed to be in. And you know what? He's just fine. Great. We'll see in the next 10 days. Smiling, happy, go lucky. Everything's good. 8 years old. So, sorry, people. You know, you don't have the numbers to prove the radical claims. And chiming in 1 million posts on a video that has nothing to do with it just makes you look even nuttier than ever. I will be wiping them all clean. I will be moving on. And I will be producing antibody testing from a vaccinated body in the recommended time frame, and we're going to know the truth. And then I'm going to go to Russia and take Omicron and Delta and a variation of other ones they want me to take if they agree to give me those regional constitutions in English. I will do that in Russia with my Western body, with my Western vaccinations mixed with the Russian vaccinations, and we'll see with my antibody test 2 weeks after my booster, and we'll see what Russia's vaccines produce. I will do that for all Canadians, and I will bring back those constitutions for all Canadians and all Americans, and we're going to right this world. We're going to end autocracy. I don't need millions of dollars. Pfizer won't be paying for it. That Russian billionaire won't pay for it. I will save with my working class ass till the summer, and I will go there and I will do what I say. And that is the one thing I will do with my working class, third class ass. On my own dollar, no donations, no sweet fuck all. I will use this body as Jesus did. I'm not Jesus, I'm not God, but I will do that. And I'm going to end this one way or another, and we'll see what's what. Because I have faith and I have belief, and we're going to find out what's what. I am certain I'm in the 99.3% that would walk away. And I'm so certain that I will take a variety of their worst variants against. And we're going to find out. And I hope more people follow my lead and use the vaccines for what they are. Fight back against your government by taking the vaccines. Go get a lab-tested antibody test available in the United States. It costs money. I'm going to be the Canadian to show you how to do it. We got to end it one way or another. We're not getting out of vaccines. We're not getting out of the government autocracy until somebody gives themselves up to get it done. And I'll do that. I'll do that because that's what's got to be done. That's a Merry Christmas, because my kids are not going to see their lives destroyed. And I'm going to myth bust everybody from the radical, lunatic, fear-mongering left government autocracy that's going to trick everybody into their system of shutdowns, and then the far-right, radical, lunatic, right, anti-vaxxers and all the rest. I'm going to dispel all of them in one shot. And we're going to see, and no one's going to be able to say, oh, they paid. I worked my fucking ass off for my money. I am a third-class citizen, and I have no problem disclosing my income and where my money goes in any election cycle I have before. Poorest politician to ever lead and run a majority in Canada's entire history. That's the record I hold, and you'll be hard-pressed to find anybody ever repeat that in Canadian history unless we end colonialism. And I did that in a colonial autocracy, an impossible feat. That's reality. Thank you. That's my video, and Merry Christmas.